Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with Season 7, Episode 21 of Adventure Time. Last we saw, we got bad Jubies, and everyone's acting weird. We got an old style of animation that we've seen before, but it's a different style than what we're used to. I know we've seen it before, probably only once, maybe twice, maybe never, maybe I'm crazy, I don't know, because I'm not talking to you guys about it. I am running through the season, and I'm going to finish Season 7 in one sitting. You will notice I have the Turd Ferguson shirt on from my brother for Christmas, one of my favorite gifts of the holidays. I am wearing it in honor of Norm Macdonald. He passed away like a couple months ago, I feel like. Dean Stockwell and Norm Macdonald, two of my favorite growing up my whole life, passed away within like 2 or 3 months of each other. Ray could get it in any color, I think, but I love the color purple. I feel like it fits the background and everything. I enjoy it. Getting off target. We saw in the last episode that it probably had not a lot to do with anything we're going to see in the future. It looked like just a way for them to show off their skills with stop motion, which I enjoy. I enjoy stop motion. I think it's great. I love that there are always like so much props and stuff left over. Like Nightmare Before Christmas did that kind of style, and there are so many props and things you could buy, and like I guarantee you there are stuff like that you could find for Adventure Time props and stuff they used for this episode when they did the stop motion. But all in all, it amounted to us meeting this character that was the combination of two tornadoes that were supposed to wipe out everything for like a month. BMO had all the weather on its little map with the thing, and it was going to be all sorts of craziness. And in the end, Jake ends up finding out how to bond with nature. Is that something? I didn't talk about it at the end of the last episode, but is that supposed to be something? Because Jake was able to replicate the sounds of nature. We've never seen Jake do this before. We see Jake can shapeshift and pretty much turn into whatever he wants. He's stretchy, elastic, Gumby man, but he replicates everything. And normally I wouldn't make a big deal of it because it's like, well, it's Adventure Time. Weird crap happens and anything goes in this show. But that's what saved them, and that's why I just thought of it. The fact that he could replicate the sounds of nature is what made the tornado realize, I miss the sounds of nature and I want to have a great adventure on this beautiful day. So he calms down the storm and he goes enjoys the beautiful day. Jake saves the day, which kind of teaches you bad lessons because Jake did not help out with anything. He sat on the top of a hill and then ends up saving the day just by pure luck. Now you could say either way, Jake saved the day, which I guess is right, and I'm wrong, and Jake is awesome because he technically did. If Jake didn't sit on top of the hill, they would all possibly be wiped out by the storm because the door did flip off the latch. The only thing is, Jake didn't know that. My only okay about it is, like, I'm only okay about Jake doing that is because Jake didn't look like he was trying to be lazy and get out of working. Jake looked like he really was in deep thought and really reflecting on life and being like, I'm going to soak all this in, and it did end up working out, but he wasn't doing it for the greater good of the people. But I'm looking too deep into something that probably has no relevance. We're jumping in. You guys want to be way ahead, full on edited reactions to this and other shows I do. Patreon link at the end. If you're seeing it on YouTube, we are done in full with this entire series. Seasons ahead on other shows and hundreds of exclusives only on Patreon link at the end. If not, Season 7, Episode 21, Adventure Time. King's Ransom, and it looked like Ice King. Nom, 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 nom.
All right, where is he?
Gunther.
Man, Ice King, you better roll on.
It's Gunther.
It's gotta be
He's
Gunther.
gone missing. You in there, Goons?
Ice King, we didn't take Gunter.
You took Gunter because Gunter is like your Jake. You guys have always resented us for that fact, and that right there constitutes motive.
Hey, Jake, you think you could, like, turn into a little Gunter and go over to him?
Yes.
Wink, wink.
Oh,
God,
look
I
at the
love it.
little guy. We were watching some young men's junior figure skating championships on the tube, semifinals.
We could get a real good night's sleep and start fresh and early in the morning.
I love that he's a little Gunther. Gunther might have got called to his secret lair.
He's not anywhere near that ransom note.
If you ever want to see Gunter again, go to Moose Bone Clearing in the Forgotten Forest.
What?
Come alone.
I'm coming for you, Gunter!
How do you not
Yeah, this
check
could all just
the
be
ransom
some kind
note,
of a
sir?
goof.
Hey, man, we're coming with you.
But they said no
Is
cops.
Jake just
We're
running?
not cops.
I wonder if it's called that because it's shaped like a moose bone.
I'm pretty sure Jake was just able to
Put
run
the crown
along
on the
with
ground
Ice King.
and leave.
Okay.
Who's this? Okay, we gotta know this person.
Poor Gunter. And this is his first birthday, his 15th birthday, his 115th birthday. The last time I saw Gunter, I was yelling at him for pooting. It was me!
Everyone's Putin.
Hey, man,
Last
you
2
can't blame
episodes.
yourself.
It's someone we know. Oh God, it's him.
Hey! What?
Whoa, dude!
You take those 8, and I'll take that one.
You
Okay,
take those
JC.
8 and I'll take that. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Gotcha! It's a tinfoil fake.
This is an elaborate plan. They had 9. We know this fox. Or one of them. Oh my God, there's so many Jakes.
This isn't working as well as I thought it would.
Yeah? All right.
Who's there?
You guys took one of mine. Now I'm taking one of yours.
Not the pillow, oh man.
This is the guy we know.
No!
All I know is somebody was rounding up foxes for some kind of job. Just your run-of-the-mill, garden variety tin can on a string.
Whose hands are those? Oh God, it was Finn's father.
Guys, I just got valuable intel.
Was that Finn's father?
Oh, you mean this? That's just something that happens when I'm like miles and miles away from the crown.
You look tight.
Tin can. Oh, I think I saw one over there.
Ah, I found it! Daddy's coming for you! Ah!
Wait, maybe if we follow the string.
I love that Jake still has this army of other Jakes. And now they are a car. Guys, didn't Jake's... Like, I'm trying to think of who had gloves
hope
like
they-
that. He misses his butt. Oh.
He's starting to get gross on my cushions. That's nasty. Yoink!
Well, that's not good.
was only trying
Oh
to
my
help.
God. As soon as he did it, I'm like, that's the worst idea. Follow the nose.
Like a big old nose
Like
compass.
Toucan Sam.
Hotter!
This was in the intro.
Lava! I can't cross that.
I'll stretch us across. It'll be a cakewalk.
Being rescued is an important bonding experience.
We'll hang back.
But what about Gunter?
I feel like Ice is gonna hurt himself, and it's all Finn's fault. I blame Finn. Oh my God. I don't know if he's gonna make it.
Ice King, no!
Nice!
I don't know how he made it, but he did.
That's far enough.
You got my crown, but no Gunter. I would give a million.
Are these the
billion,
things that
gazillion
blew out the
crowns
window?
And every heartbeat in the world. You.
Betty.
Beautiful. Quack, quack. If you want them, you can have them for a hug.
After all that, he's
All
willing.
right, close your eyes.
Oh my God, is it Magic Man? He had the hat.
Hey, look, she left me a prezi. Huh, feels kind of different.
They tweaked it or something.
That's pretty cool.
No. All right, guys, lots to think about, lots to talk about at the end there. So, I am mad at myself, first off, that I didn't think of Betty. I'm trying to think of who it could be. It looked like a woman's gloves or hands. I couldn't think of who else it could be. I'm thinking Finn's dad, because who else could be at the level of manipulation that is creating what's happening in this episode? Gunther disappears. Somebody is hiring foxes to have this elaborate scheme where they steal the crown or have some hostage negotiation thing, and then they have 8 replicas of other crowns, and Jake splits himself into an army of Jakes, and Ice King's basically our buddy here. I've liked Ice King since the beginning, as weird and creepy as he gets, and sometimes frustrating as this episode is, where there's a ransom note and he doesn't even think to read the ransom note. That's just typical insane Ice King. And sometimes you can't even get mad at him because he is so mentally disturbed from wearing the crown for all this time. So much time. Hundreds of years, thousands of years. I forget exactly what it is, but it's at least 1,000 years, probably a couple thousand years. I know the timeline, but it's always like, I got to go over it all in my head, but I know it's a long time. And they even said that he celebrated Gunther's first birthday up to 115, I think they said. So he's been celebrating birthdays with Gunther for over 100 years. Obviously, we know who Gunther is. He has been kidnapped by Betty now, but it looked like he wasn't being held against his will. It looked like everything was cool. Betty is his wife, girlfriend person. There at the end, though, I didn't realize till she vanished into herself, she had a Magic Man hat on. Is this going to get crazy and Magic Man is Betty? I didn't even think that was a thing, and if I did and I said it back in the past, I forget it, but I don't think I've ever noticed that Betty had a Magic Man hat on, and I don't even know if she did in the other episodes. I'm going to have to go back and look at a lot of stuff, but did Betty always have that hat? And then she disappeared into herself. She was like, ready, I'm going to give you a hug, and then disappeared into herself, and then left the crown. We saw the crown was being put on a pedestal and looked like it was being worked with. Obviously, we saw her hands on it. She manipulated or did something to the crown. I have to assume what she did to the crown is for the good of Ice King, aka the people and the world. Because I can't imagine Betty to be a bad person. I feel like Betty is out to save the world and to get Ice King back. I don't see her being evil unless she's been turned evil too, but I don't know. And is she Magic Man? And is she I don't know. I'm jumping into another one. You guys want to be way ahead, full unedited reactions of this and other shows I do, Patreon link in front of me. If you're seeing it on YouTube, we are done in full. Seasons ahead on other shows and hundreds of exclusives only on Patreon. Check the link in front of me. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.